Starting off strong, we have Hades 2, which continues the legendary action roguelike legacy with even more refined combat and storytelling. This sequel brings you back to the underworld with Melinoe as the protagonist, offering a fresh perspective on Greek mythology. The gameplay loop remains incredibly addictive, with each run feeling meaningful thanks to permanent progression systems and narrative developments. Combat has been enhanced with new weapon types and boon combinations that allow for creative build crafting. The art style maintains that gorgeous hand-painted aesthetic while introducing new regions to explore. Boss encounters are challenging, yet fair, requiring pattern recognition and quick reflexes. What makes this stand out is how seamlessly it blends narrative with gameplay, where every death pushes the story forward. Next up is Balatro, a poker-inspired roguelike that took the gaming world by storm with its unique approach to deck-building mechanics. You play poker hands, but with wild modifiers and special joker cards that completely transform traditional poker strategy. Each run challenges you to build synergies between your deck composition and the jokers you collect along the way. The scoring system goes exponential quickly, making every decision critical as you aim for increasingly higher score thresholds. Visuals are clean and functional, focusing on clarity over flashiness, which works perfectly for this type of game. The learning curve is accessible enough for newcomers, while offering incredible depth for optimization enthusiasts. Runs can be quick or extended, depending on your build success, making it perfect for both short sessions and long grinding marathons. Moving forward, Slay the Spire remains the gold standard for deck-building roguelikes, even years after its initial release. You ascend a spire choosing one of several characters, each with completely unique card pools and mechanics. Every floor presents decisions between combat encounters, shops, rest sites, and random events that can make or break your run. Card synergy is everything, and discovering powerful combinations keeps the gameplay loop engaging through hundreds of hours. The relic system adds another layer of strategy, providing passive bonuses that can define your entire build direction. Enemy patterns are consistent, allowing skilled players to plan several turns ahead while still presenting significant challenges. Daily climbs and custom mode modifiers provide endless replayability beyond the standard ascension system. Balance patches continue to refine the experience, ensuring no single strategy dominates completely. Following Dead Cells delivers fast-paced action platforming combined with roguelike progression in a beautifully animated package. You control a reanimated corpse, fighting through a disease-ridden island with permadeath lurking after every mistake. Combat is tight and responsive, with a huge arsenal of weapons and skills that cater to various playstyles, from slow, heavy hits to rapid hit-and-run tactics. The biome variety keeps runs fresh, with branching paths that lead to different challenges and rewards. Permanent upgrades unlock gradually, giving you more tools for subsequent attempts without diminishing the core difficulty. Boss fights are intense, pattern-based encounters that reward aggression and precise dodging. The pixel art animation is stunning, with fluid character movements and satisfying impact feedback. Multiple difficulty levels through boss cell system ensure there is always a harder challenge waiting. Coming in next, Risk of Rain Returns brings back the classic multiplayer roguelike with completely overhauled visuals and refined mechanics. This remake preserves what made the original special, while modernizing controls and adding quality of life improvements throughout. You choose from diverse survivors, each with unique abilities and playstyles, then fight through randomly generated stages. The difficulty timer constantly increases, pushing you to move quickly while still exploring for items and upgrades. Item stacking creates absurdly powerful builds, where you can go from struggling to survive to completely dominating in minutes. Multiplayer scales the chaos beautifully, supporting cooperative runs where teamwork and item sharing become crucial. The soundtrack perfectly complements the desperate atmosphere of being stranded on an alien planet. Unlockables provide long-term goals, giving you reasons to experiment with different characters and strategies. Next on the list, Enter the Gungeon offers bullet hell action wrapped in roguelike structure with incredible weapon variety and tight controls. You play as one of several Gungeoneers, delving into a gun-themed dungeon, seeking a weapon that can kill the past. Each floor increases in difficulty, featuring creative enemy designs and bullet patterns that demand focused attention. The weapon pool is massive, with everything from standard firearms to absurd joke weapons that still remain viable. Dodge rolling is your primary defensive tool, with invincibility frames that skilled players can use to weave through impossible-looking patterns. Secret rooms, hidden NPCs, and unlockable shortcuts add exploration elements beyond pure combat. Boss fights are memorable set pieces, each with distinct mechanics and increasingly complex attack phases. Co-op mode allows a second player to join, though it significantly increases the challenge. Moving along, Vampire Survivors revolutionized the auto-battler roguelike genre with its simple yet deeply engaging progression systems. You move around while your character automatically attacks with weapons that level up and evolve throughout each run. The goal is surviving increasingly overwhelming enemy hordes for 30 minutes while collecting gems to grow stronger. Weapon and passive item combinations create powerful synergies that can turn you into an unstoppable force. Character variety provides different starting weapons and bonuses, encouraging experimentation across multiple runs. Stage hazards and mini-bosses add variety to what could otherwise become repetitive gameplay. Meta progression through permanent upgrades and unlocks gives meaningful rewards for every completed run. Despite minimalistic graphics and straightforward mechanics, the dopamine loop keeps players coming back for just one more attempt. Continuing forward, The Binding of Isaac Repentance represents the ultimate edition of this iconic roguelike, with years of expansions and content additions. You play as Isaac, navigating procedurally generated basements filled with disturbing enemies and powerful item combinations. The item pool is enormous, with synergies that can completely transform your run into something unrecognizable from how you started. Each character unlocks different playstyles and starting conditions, from having no health to starting with powerful items but serious drawbacks. Boss variety is impressive, with alternate versions and challenge modes keeping experienced players on their toes. The art style is intentionally gross and uncomfortable, matching the dark thematic elements throughout. Completion marks for each character across multiple difficulty modes provide hundreds of hours of goals. Daily runs and community challenges create competitive elements within the single-player-focused experience. Up next, Loop Hero takes a completely different approach by having you place cards that modify the procedurally generated loop your hero travels. Your character walks automatically, fighting enemies and collecting loot, while you shape the world around them. Strategic card placement creates synergies and spawns resources needed for your growing settlement between expeditions. The meta progression involves building up your camp, unlocking new cards, classes, and permanent bonuses for future loops. Combat is mostly hands-off, but equipment management and timing retreat decisions require active engagement. The pixel art aesthetic and atmospheric soundtrack create a melancholy mood, fitting the reality rebuilding narrative. Class variety changes available strategies significantly, from tanking damage to avoiding combat entirely through clever builds. Balancing greed for more resources against rising difficulty creates constant tension throughout each expedition. Wrapping up the list, Darkest Dungeon 2 transitions the franchise into a roguelike road trip format, while maintaining brutal difficulty and stress management systems. You lead a party of flawed heroes on a journey through a corrupted landscape, facing both external monsters and internal conflicts. The relationship system between party members adds psychological depth, where heroes can support or hinder each other based on accumulated stress. Combat remains turn-based tactical, with positioning and skill selection critical to survival against devastating enemy abilities. Permanent death still applies, but individual runs are shorter, making failures less punishing than the original game. The art direction evolves the signature hand-drawn style, with even more detailed character animations and environmental effects. Each hero class offers multiple upgrade paths, allowing different builds and team compositions across attempts. The carriage serves as your mobile base, where you make crucial decisions about routes, resources, and party management between combat encounters.